Hey, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, I hate them. Yeah, I feel the safest when the club let me bring. Yeah. Why you wanna?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
So off the tip, it's Charlotte. And finished off by Collison.
And right off the tip, they get the early offense. Defense looks like it might be running late tonight.
And 2 free throws coming up. They call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Shooting for Columbus.
Known for her fiery and confident personality, Reese is also a reliable forward who is already, arguably, the best rebounder in the game.
Collison, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Collison, and finished off by Collison.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Thompson from long range. Rebound by Columbus. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
Well, she's got some ups. When you give her a launching pad, she will use it.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Great D that time from Green.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Columbus. And it's Green slamming it down.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Lillard from outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, nice work there. Found the spot he wanted, pulled up, and just fired away.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Moves back up. Down low. Pass to Reese. Puts up a deep three. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Columbus again can't hit. Latrey again. Adebayo missing. Columbus leading by 3. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Pulls it up. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me? The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook, putting on a show.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Collison hits them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
I mean, Westbrook is a gifted finisher. Allow him to find his looks inside at your own risk.
Oh, he's not going to miss that.
Pass to Reese. Now, here's Stewart. Left side, Bosh. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And Bosh proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
Here's Stewart. And he nails the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what stands out to you from Columbus so far in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And we've come to expect that from Westbrook. Hard charging, putting defenders in a situation where they just have to foul. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here's Adebayo.
Wow. Look at Adebayo there. Showing off a little bit, I think.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Charlotte trails by 5. Here's Curry with the 3. Beautiful stroke from Curry on the 3.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
And Fox gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And another 3 for Charlotte.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly. Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
They get the rebound. Here's Parks. That's good. And Sobeel with the assist. Parks has got the lead up to 6 now for Columbus. Curry fires from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Columbus.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high-percentage looks.
Charlotte trails by 10. Curry outside. Good work defensively by Fox.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's LeBron. Beal deciding where to go with it. A pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Charlotte. And here's Tatum for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, Columbus able to keep the ball here. .122 left now here in the second. Pass to LeBron. Here comes LeBron. And stolen by Tatum. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Columbus leading by 7. And James throws it down.
Man, LeBron James, the king, can still fly.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that's what you want to see. When you work the ball inside, good things happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So Walton nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
And a deep 3 from Westbrook. No good on the quick 3. Stolen by Westbrook. LeBron with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Columbus with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Knocks it loose. Westbrook with the steal.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And so it's Columbus heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Fox. And Adebayo sends it back.
Well, this is what Adebayo is known for. An outstanding defender who protects the rim so well.
Columbus leading by 7. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
So both teams changing it up here. Green with the block.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
I love how she moved the ball right there, setting it up on a platter.
Here's Curry with the 3. No good on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The offensive rebound. And there's the foul on the shot. She'll go to the line for 2.
Well, this is a good job by Reese of not backing down. Forces the issue with the defense.
Good on the second free throw. Charlotte trails by 13. And here's Adebayo outside. Westbrook scanning the floor. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
So sudden once he takes that first step. Westbrook often proves uncontainable on the drive.
Curry way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 9.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Columbus leading by 10. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Here's Curry with the 3. Reese pulls it in.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Here's Hamilton. Off target with his 3. And Columbus with possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Back to Westbrook. Takes it inside. And finished off by Westbrook.
Once Westbrook finds his groove on offense, he stays aggressive.
Charlotte calls timeout. .136 left in the third quarter of the game. And a deep three from Lillard. From beyond the arc and then some. He has 6.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Taken to the sky. What an incredible dunk.
And Adebayo sends it back. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they get it back. Left side, Tatum. Takes a 3. Rebound by Columbus. And that's collected by Bill Walton. Tatum with it. Now Green defending. Scooped up. Collison. That shot off.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And it's Tatum completing the break.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Gotta enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Yeah, showing the touch from range. You know they want to hit those to spread out the defense and open up lanes to the basket.
Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for Charlotte. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 15. Here's Reese. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Columbus. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 7-point differential. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Such a dynamic scorer. When Westbrook is rolling like this, he's nearly impossible to contain.
Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Hamilton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Drills it from outside.
You can tell Westbrook was dead set on getting those points right back.
Charlotte calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. Charlotte trails by 6. Westbrook fire. And did the 3. James. And Adebayo sends it back.
Well, Adebayo's a little undersized at the center spot, but he can give you some shot blocking.
Outside, Green. It's good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 7-point differential. Green rips down the board. And so here's Columbus. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's stolen by Vucevic. Tatum! Oh, Tatum from way outside!
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
It's James. Gordon. And Adebayo sends it back.
I mean, what more can you do when it comes to interior defense? That's perfect.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Well, that's classic Westbrook. Confidence in the heat of battle.
Westbrook. No good. Could not tie it up. Columbus leading by 3. LeBron with it. Now defended by Adebayo. 107 left to play in the final quarter. And good! From way outside, it's in!
Wow! Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. With the steal. Thompson fires, and down goes the 3.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Green misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
And they have to be careful with the ball.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
And there's the 3.
And I like how he didn't have a great look, kicked it, and they end up with the triple.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Now James, beyond the arc. The 3 goes down. Charlotte calls timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Now into the lineup for Charlotte. Bill Walton. Chris Bosh.
Crane from outside. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Checking in for Columbus. Number 30.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan.